backstage with the winner, Jakori, man. You're making your pro debut, man. Walk us through this fight, man. What kind of experience was it, man?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man, it was a great experience. You know, I did a lot of research on single-league wrestling because he has a single-league wrestling background. So I feel like I gained a lot more experience in that aspect because usually you're going against, you know, freestyle wrestling, Greco-Roman, American-style wrestlers, but this is a lot more body lock and clinch work. You know what I'm saying? So, it was different for that, but he didn't show us anything that we didn't feel like we could handle. So, we went in there and it went exactly as we planned.
How do you compare the two? You played on the biggest stage in college football, and then MMA, man, it doesn't get no realer than this.
Most definitely. You're comparing the two, they're really similar, but they're way different, playing in a football stadium with hundreds of thousands of people and millions of people watching you, it's different because you have the same uniform and you have a helmet on with 100 other guys, but in an MMA cage, it's you and versus your opponent, and y'all have basically your underwear and gloves on. So it's a difference, but the same drive and the training, work ethic, the mindset toward accomplishing what you need to get done, it's a direct carryover. You know what I mean?
You got a huge crowd support. How'd that make you feel?
Man, it felt great, man. It's exactly what I expected. My family took flights from Alabama that came down to support me. That felt so great. I haven't seen them in much because I chose to move to Dallas, to pursue my mixed martial arts goals, and they support me 100%. And to see them come out here and support me like that, it felt so good. And the people in the area, the people I work with, and the people from the gym, and hearing that support, it feels really good. You know what I mean?
It was a long fight. It looked like it should have been stopped a long time ago. But your job is to keep fighting until they stop.
Most definitely, man. I don't care about the adversity, getting hit, or the referee pulling me off of him. I got one job, and that's to beat him up and win. And I need to go in there and do that by any means necessary. So that's what I did tonight.
So you got this one out of the way. You got one under your belt, man. How soon do you want to get back in there?
Honestly, man, like within a month or two, really, whenever they find me the next opponent, have me a great matchup to get that second professional fight, I'll be ready to get there as soon as possible. I didn't take too much damage, a couple punches to the face, but that'll be cleared up in a few days. That's not too big of a deal, you know what I mean?
Hey, Jakori, any shout outs you want to give out to your family, friends, and sponsors?
Yeah, man. Shoot, Four Kings Rentals, my brother's company, shout out to him, man. He's been supporting me since I was a little kid, everything, football, MMA, everything. Shout out to Brandon Savage, Four Kings Rentals in Alabama. Scott's Appliance Repairs, he's been there supporting me too the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Really great guy, a lot of great advice and how to move forward with my career and stuff. It really comes in handy. And of course, McSweeney MMA. Without James McSweeney and Joe and all those guys over there helping me train, I wouldn't be as good as I am right now. And I'm continuing to improve. Also, Restore Hyper Wellness in Plano. Man, Jeffrey, the owner of the place, he reached out to me and he said I can utilize as many services as I need leading up to this fight and after the fight. So I know that's gonna come in handy with my body and recovery and everything. That's a great asset to have, especially being a professional athlete, For sure, that's about it that comes to mind.
Hey, Jakori, I appreciate the time, man. Congrats on the win. Go out there and celebrate with your family, man. Can't wait to see what's next.
Appreciate you, brother.